We've got a short presentation. I'm talking like 5 minutes from Shay Walters. It might go longer than that, but it probably will. But he's done a little fun stuff with the Raspberry Pi, and I think we're gonna switch the we're gonna have to switch to sharing on the Hangouts. Okay. All right. Can you see me?
I can see Ben.
All right. Good. And
see me?
I can see Shay now.
All right. So what I'm going to do is, I've just been getting some things on eBay, and I'll post a note out to both of the mailing lists about some of the like the eBay item numbers that you can find. But I mean they're surprisingly inexpensive. You can get, this is a device that will plug onto the Raspberry Pi.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Plugs onto the Raspberry Pi and gives you a breakout of all of your GPIO pins. And, like a regular breadboard. And they have a couple of different sizes. I mean, this one is really kind of limited functionality, and this one's a lot better. And this kit actually came with a power supply that you can set jumpers for 5 volts or 3.3 volts, depending on what kind of chips you have that you're playing around with. But again, I'll put some, I'll send some notes out on the mailing list about those. And I've got a lot of these. You can order kits that come with, like jumper cables and just like bags of LEDs and resistors and just all kind of stuff. So the one thing I wanted to show tonight is something that was very surprising to me. It's basically using a Raspberry Pi for something it was not designed for, and it is using it as an output device with one piece of hardware added to it, which is this wire. You put it on GPIO pin number 4, and what this software does is it programs a frequency generator on the fly to generate an FM radio signal. And on the Raspberry Pi Model A, it will actually do stereo FM. This one's a Model B, and it doesn't do the stereo, but it still does monaural. The program on the Model A is called Pi FM, P-I-F-M, and the one for the Model B is called FM_transmitter. So okay, so I'm gonna plug our monitor in on the Pi so I can see what I'm doing. And I mean, it plays a wave file, but now I haven't experimented around with this a lot yet, but you're supposed to be able to like pipe, run through FFmpeg and pipe it into it and play it as a wave file. So, and it has to run with root privileges. So it's.
You want to flip the camera on to the screen? Show the screen.
I mean, I don't know. Something might come loose.
Yeah.
So I've just got a plain old, FM radio here, and we'll turn the transmitter around so you can see the command line in a minute. So I'm going to run it right here. And it just plays the Star Wars theme as a demonstration. So. But it's, like I said, it uses a wave file, and I just thought it was kind of cool to use something in a way that it was never designed to be used, and so that was, I mean, I can play a longer music score if you want to, but that's basically it. Let me turn the camera around so you can see the. Let's see if I can. Okay. You know, it might be backwards. It is.
Oh no.
It's backwards. Okay.
No, you're seeing a mirror. We're seeing it right.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me do it again then. See if I can get it. So you can see the command line is just you know, sudo FM transmitter, and then a -F and the FM frequency you want to put it on. And it actually has a range much wider than the FM broadcast band. I don't remember exactly. But that's, yeah. So anyway, that's my presentation. I thought it was kind of cool.
Have you tested the distance between your origin point and how far away you can get with your radio and still hear it?
I haven't. Someone in the wiki for it said they had, you know, gone, you know, like moved to the other end of the house through several walls, and they were still picking it up. But I don't know.
You're not going to believe this. The first time I saw that was in 1970. What we did was we put an AM on top of the core memory of an IBM 1130 and used that to generate musical tones. Used the entire computer to play it.
Yeah. Well, now my original MITS Altair 8800, that was my first output device, was an AM radio, and somebody had a little program you key in on the switches, and it would play like Daisy Daisy. You know,
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah. So, but now this is actually, you know, what you and I are talking about there is like using an AM radio to pick up interference. But this is actually specifically generating frequencies and modulating the frequencies to make an FM signal. So,
same idea, just much better done.
Yeah.
That's really cool, Shay.
B is supposed to be better than A, so why is the functionality reduced?
It was developed on the A first, and I think they forked it from an earlier revision and just haven't gotten all of those changes.
So there's a lot of specific hardware sensitivity in the code.
There must be. I don't know a lot of details about that.
It was all written in C++, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was all written in C or C++. But, all right, that's all I got.
All right, so we've had two presentations, and we just completed a big weekend itself. So I think you got all your Linux that you can put in your head for 5 days.
Nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot out of the Southeast Linux Fest, as I always do. Just a great conference put together by volunteers and consumed by volunteers and
Thank you, Shay.
corporations. So, anybody have any comments about what they saw or at the self that was that would make or break you?
Well, thank y'all very much.
All right.
Okay, Jace. Well, we'll see y'all next month. I don't have a presentation lineup for next month, so if I guess the first one to the finish line wins.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything here either. So unless David decides to do it next month, so we'll do it.
Oh yeah, that could be. I think I also asked Tim Fowler if he could do something about Docker in July.
That'd be awesome.
So, but he's in St. Louis, so it'd be truly would be a broadcast from places that we're not at. Okay, well, we'll see y'all later.
Take care. Thanks a lot.